Okay, families always give thanks and praises to your creator, whoever you may conceive your creator to be. Now, this clip here, I don't know, folks. I don't know. Something just don't seems right. When I watch this clip, something just doesn't seem to. Two and two is not adding up. Something here is kind of fishy. I will think that something here is kind of fishy. Just don't smell right. Just doesn't. Anyway, watch this clip to the end, and I can come up with my comment at the end of it, what I think might be the problem. I'm not always right, but I will say 80% of the time, giving myself 80% of the time, I'm not too bad off. Not too bad off. Anyway, folks, here we go.
Threw a lot of us off last night, and a lot of you woke up to this morning, this tragic and stunning event. And what we're talking about here is the apparent suicide of former Miss USA Cheslie Kryst. She had so much in the eyes of a lot of people who watched her on television, from the pageant to her work on Extra. It seemed like she had so much going on. We're going to have a conversation with Dr. Ashton, and also joined by our friend psychiatrist, Dr. Janet Taylor, for a conversation about suicide in a moment. But up first here, ABC's Lindsay Davis.
North Carolina. This morning, immense shock and sorrow after the death of former Miss USA Cheslie Kryst, the 30-year-old apparently dying by suicide. Her devastated family writing in a statement, her great light was one that inspired others around the world with her beauty and strength. She cared, she loved, she laughed, and she shined. Just hours before her death, this photo was posted to Kryst's Instagram with the caption, "May this day bring you rest and peace." Kryst, a highly accomplished attorney with a master's in business from Wake Forest University, represented North Carolina in the Miss USA pageant, crowned the top title in 2019.
Mine is the first generation to have that forward-looking mindset that has inclusivity, diversity, and strength and empowered women.
She appeared on GMA to celebrate a historic win for Black women in the top 4 pageants that year.
I think there are times where I am disappointed because people will sometimes comment on our social media and they'll say, "Why are we talking about your race? Like, you guys are just 4 amazing women." I'm like, but there was a time when we literally could not win.
She then competed in the Miss Universe competition, placing in the top 10, and went on to be a correspondent on Extra, the entertainment show, issuing a statement saying, "Our hearts are broken. Cheslie was not just a vital part of our show, she was a beloved part of our Extra family and touched the entire staff. Our deepest condolences to all of her family and friends." Cheslie Kryst was 30 years old.
Thanks to our Lindsay Davis there. And again, let me chat with our Dr. Ashton here and psychiatrist Dr. Janet Taylor. Dr. Taylor, thank you for being here. And what do you make of, and are we talking about it sometimes the wrong way when we say, "Oh, she seemed to have so much going for her. Oh, she seemed so happy." You know, like, what do you make of that being a part of these conversations so often?
Well, so often what we do is to try to gauge how people are doing, and we look at the outside, what we see. But the reality is, unless someone tells you or unless you see specific signs, we really don't know what people are struggling with and what their own personal demons are. So it's really a time to inquire about, how are you? And not only that, be prepared to listen when people may say they are feeling a dark way or feeling depressed, and have resources at hand. But there's no question that, she's only 30, and it's a tragedy, but a reminder that your brain is in your body. And if you are suffering from any mental health condition, help is always there, but we need to speak out and certainly lose the stigma around getting help for our mental health.
And Dr. Ashton, what do we do with that? When Dr. Taylor said, you ask somebody, "How are you?" And oftentimes people are programmed to give you the wrong answer, not give you an accurate answer. What are we supposed to be looking for in friends and family?
Well, first, I think if you've lost someone to suicide, don't blame yourself.
And you've been very open about this.
I have. I lost my ex-husband and my children's father to suicide coming up in a couple of weeks.
But they weren't black.
No one blamed themselves
They
more than I
weren't
did as a
black.
doctor, married to someone for 22 years.
That's the point.
I didn't see the classic signs because he had other signs. So there aren't always obvious glaring signs. But there can be some categories that, again, If you get a gut feeling that something's wrong, either in someone's behavior, in their mood, or what they're saying, trust your instinct.
Let me cut that short there, because what I will say with her family, I respect her family. I'm sympathetic for her husband and that's to commit suicide, sympathetic, but they weren't black. And they will always come with some sort of analyzing what they think had happened to that black girl. They don't know what that black girl went through. They don't know what that black girl was going through after she won Miss World or Miss Universe. They don't know, because they're not black. So the kid should have went through so much turmoil, ridicule, calling names on the job. What happened to Vanessa Williams? If you guys remember Vanessa Williams that win, I think she won Miss America, and years after they came back and tell her how she was posing nude. They don't wait for the same year. They wait after stuff happen and they get stuff on you and come back and ridicule you or bring you down. That's what they do. They're known for doing that. So Vanessa Williams win Miss Universe, and they came back years later and said, oh, she was posting nude in some pictures and they take their clone from her. So people don't know what that girl was going through. So they can't come, all these analysts and these psychiatrists come, man, they're full of shit to me. I think something fishy with that girl. My opinion. I don't think 7 and 3 making 10 up in here. Anyway, folks, I love you guys now. That's my job. I don't really give a, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm letting you guys know, think for yourself. Think outside the box. Don't let them tell you how to think. Think outside the box. Much love. Peace out. One love.